He went through a lot of stuff. I mean, like, so his mom passed away when he was really young. His dad struggled from a lot of addiction abuse and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he was blind the whole time. So
Exactly.
It's been hard with all the other stuff going on.
Zoe, what was his attitude towards his father? And if you need... Zoe, sorry, did you hear me okay?
May I answer, Miss Beacon?
Actually,
Sorry, Miss Silas.
it's okay. Actually, I just want to grab Zoe's opinion on this real quick, because I just want to get a couple other people to, quite a few people to answer me as well, because I want to hear what you guys have to say. What do you think, Zoe? What attitude did, I have the hardest time saying it, Tanyan have despite what happened with his dad? Do you remember what happened? And you can go to line 43. Do you remember, Zoe?
I don't know. No, I don't. Sorry.
Did you listen along?
What was the question?
I lost.
Stephen, hold on, bud. I want to get some other opinions, please. Okay. I want you to read Zoe out loud to me, starting at 44 till 46. Nice and loud. Do you have your hard textbook, or are you reading on my screen?
I lost the page. What was the page again?
It should be, oh goodness, I can't see there. 532.
Did you say 530?
532, yes.
We're on line 43, right?
Yes. Turn on the light.
That D'Artagnan would pick someone else up was no surprise. He learned to carry a father before he ever carried a friend.
Okay. Keep going until 46, please.
He made a lot of mistakes in the past and he's learned from them, D'Artagnan said. They made our bond stronger than I could fathom. He's a great father. When the words were related to Harris, he dropped his head and began to cry. Above all, I'm glad the love never left, he said. I'm glad that it stayed.
Wow. So do you guys see the profoundness in that situation? What do you think?
Wait, can you say that again? What does profoundness mean?
Do you want to look it up?
Sure.
Okay. Tell me when you know, Keval. While Keval's looking that up, Zoe, tell me, what does this mean? There's a lot of metaphorical talk here that he had to literally carry his father. What does that mean?
I'm guessing carried as in kind of took care of his father in a way.
Okay.
And yeah.
Because normally a father is to take care of what?
Their children.
Right? But here, he was being the responsible one, right? And was taking care of his what?
Father.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more. Chloe, what do you think? Can you hear me okay?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
What was the question?
Why is this Why is this line significant? Why is this so important that we hear that he carried his father? And because of that, he was able to show this care for Leroy. But in your own words, kind of explain to me, why is this important?
It's important because
As we read this story, what was D'Artagnan doing this whole time? Throughout this story. Sean, what do you think? Sorry. So were you going to... Go ahead, Chloe. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to get you some help in case you wanted to... Why are these few lines so important to the whole story? Because what has been happening throughout this whole story? What has the author been pointing out?
The author? Oh, sorry.
Hold on one second, Stephen. I want to get a couple more voices. Sean, what do you think?
The author is trying to put out a message that disabilities aren't trials that can't be overcome, that you can't overcome. They're trials that you can overcome. And with D'Artagnan, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Helping his father with his blindness, with his disability being blind, that's very powerful.
I know.
To have it in the
I
story.
know. So do you think what happened with D'Artagnan prepared him for what's going on in his future?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Do you think what happened with his dad prepared him for what was going to happen with, is it Leroy?
Yeah.
It sort of did, because in that line it says he learned to carry a father before he ever carried a friend. So that can imply that he started to carry others and be help them as well as other people.
Okay. Do you think that's really significant?
Yeah, it really is.
Okay. So again, I know you've already said this, but why might the author have included these details? Just to refine it real well, what you're trying to say. One more time, Sean.
He included it, the one I just answered, right?
Yes, but kind of expound on it a little bit more.
He included that detail because throughout the story you see D'Artagnan is helping out Leroy. So if you get a little backstory from D'Artagnan, you actually see not he's experienced this maybe, but he knows how to deal with it, and he's just trying to show he just wants to help people overcome their trials, I guess.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Sean. Zainab, from this story, what would you conclude about obstacles?
Many obstacles can become overcome if you really have the mindset for it.
Okay.
And if you have someone to look out for you and you can express your feelings to, it can become a lot easier.
Okay. Aiden, what might the author have been why was the author including the importance of mindset in this story?
Because if you put your mind and say you can do it, you can really accomplish anything and you can try. But if you don't have a good mindset, if you have a bad mindset, it's oh, I can't do this, it can be worse and you can be in a bad state.
Okay. And then real quick, something else that really stood out for me and I thought it was just awesome. Go down to 59, and good job, Aiden. Did you look up that word, Kevel?
Yes, that was what my hand was up for.
Okay, go for it. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I don't know how how you meant to use the word.
Okay.
But it's it's having showing great knowledge or insight, or that's the second definition. The first one is very great or intense.
Okay.
Third one is at, form, or extending to a great depth, very deep. And then the noun literary, the profound, is the vast depth of the ocean or of the mind.
Okay. So profound meaning like it's, what was the first one again?
Very great or intense. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like critical, like
Yeah.
big.
Okay. I loved this part. Okay. 59. Lena, could you read all of 59, line 59 for me, please? Can you see it? Or if you have it in your textbook, that'd be great.
I have it in my text.
Okay, go ahead.
Paragraph 59, right?
Yes, please.
Wrestling in multiple weight classes this season, Leroy won 9 matches, the majority by pinning his opponents. But every match, regardless of the outcome, he left a message. He never said it, but his coaches understood.
Okay, awesome. Have I not spoken to? Diana, you there?
Yes,
Okay, can you turn on your screen for me, please?
my camera is still not working.
Diana, how long has it been? Okay. Florisil? Okay. Actually, I'm sorry, Florisil, give me 1 second. Diana, what does that mean? That he left a message?
He inspired others, and he kind of proved, that it's possible to do anything.
Okay, but in this specific situation, in 59, regardless of the outcome, he left a message. What does that mean? But in every match, regardless of the outcome, he left a message. Go ahead and repeat that, what you were saying.
That you want me to repeat what I said?
Or from after reading that, if there's something more that you want to add to what you were saying, go ahead. But in every match, regardless of the outcome, he left a message. What does that mean to you?
That he inspired others.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you feel he inspired others. Okay.
Yes.
What
He
else?
anticipated-
Okay. What other point was the author trying to make in this phrase or in these words? Audrey, go ahead. You had to leave and come back. It's fine. Anybody else want to take a shot at it? Florisil, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That no matter what happens, he always spreaded something positive to other people.
Okay. Okay. What else does it say about his attitude? Without giving the word. Kevel? Or Stephen, did you have a question, or did you want to answer?
Sorry, that was what's the question?
Do you have a question?
Oh, you said you wanted me to answer, so what's
Sure.
the question?
Oh yes. What was his I don't want to keep repeating the word attitude, but what was the message along with trying to encourage others? What else? How else could you describe his attitude without me giving the word away?
Basically, his message, for one, is never give up. If you have disabilities, then don't let those disabilities get in your way. And you're being successful. And his attitude toward his disabilities was cheerfulness.
Cheerfulness, and also
yeah.
what else was he? Despite his disability, he was what?
He was cheerful.
He was.
He never thought back. He never regretted anything. He took care of his father and he lost his mother when he was 8, but he was still cheerful through those times.
He was cheerful, but there's also another C word that I'm looking for.
Daring,
Caring. What else?
passionate,
He was confident. Do you guys see that?
yeah.
Do you see his attitude of confidence? He didn't have to say a word. He didn't have to say he got off that mat and he would win those matches. Despite his disabilities, he was quite confident. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So those are kind of notes that you want to put on the side. When you're reading something, you ask yourself, why might the author have included these details? And what do these details tell me? And how can I apply them to my life, right? A lot of times you're reading things and you're going to want to apply them to your life. So those are the important conclusions that you need to make when you're reading something. All right, I'm going to have you guys do a discussion. And that's going to be your exit ticket. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and set up your discussion. So for your exit ticket, and I want you to think about these questions while I create your discussion, is why is close reading important? And why are these 3 components of close reading, why are they important? So I'll word it correctly for you guys in your discussion.
Sorry, I missed it. What was the second question?
I'm going to go ahead and put it in the folder for you, okay?
Okay.
And this is due right now. So this is going to be your exit ticket. And remember, complete sentences, punctuation. Okay? Yep. Go ahead. And start that for me. And then I'm going to start the slideshow for the star. And when you're done your discussion, please stay. I need to talk to you about something else.